The internet is shaking tonight. Screens are freezing, group chats are exploding, and the entire celebrity world is holding its breath because Tamar Braxton has just dropped the kind of bomb that doesn't just break the internet, it burns it to the ground. In a moment nobody saw coming, Tamar finally snapped and revealed a secret so dark, so explosive, so emotionally violent that fans, haters, and even her own sisters are scrambling for cover. Because according to Tamar herself, her mother, Evelyn Braxton, has been using her for money, manipulating her, draining her, and pulling strings behind the scenes for years. And the moment she said it, the entire Braxton legacy shattered like glass. This isn't some throwaway comment. This isn't drama for a storyline. This is Tamar shaking, crying, raising her voice, and spilling tea that cuts deeper than anything we've ever heard from this family. Private conversations leaked, secret recordings, confessions from people who were in the room when Evelyn demanded things from her daughter. Tamar hinting that she's been financially supporting not just her mother, but the entire Braxton family tree. Fans are screaming. Twitter is at war. Instagram is eating itself alive. And Braxton family values clips are resurfacing with timestamps circled, mouths zoomed in, hands shaking because suddenly everything looks different. And if that wasn't enough, Tamar claims she has receipts. Receipts so dangerous, so damaging, so career-ending that her team begged her not to release them. But the truth is out now. And once you hear what Evelyn allegedly did behind closed doors, you will never look at the Braxtons the same again. The moment Tamar opened her mouth and said her mother had been using her for money, the world tilted. Fans weren't just shocked, they were paralyzed. The Braxton family has always been dramatic. But this? This felt like opening a door Tamar had kept deadbolted for decades. And she didn't ease into it. She didn't hint. She didn't breadcrumb. Tamar delivered her truth the way she does everything, full throttle. No breaks, no filter, no turning back. She said she was tired of protecting people who never protected her. And suddenly, every shady moment, every awkward Braxton family values scene, every tense interview clip from the last 12 years hit the internet like a hurricane. But the real chaos didn't start with Tamar's confession. It started with what dropped minutes afterward. A leaked voicemail. A voicemail allegedly from none other than Evelyn Braxton herself. In it, Evelyn's voice is tense, tight, quivering with frustration as she says, "Tamar, I need that money handled today. Don't play with me. You know what I'm dealing with." The message is only 10 seconds long, but it detonated across the internet like a bomb strapped to a megaphone. Comment sections flooded with people replaying it, slowing it down, enhancing the audio, arguing whether the voice really belonged to Evelyn or if someone faked it. But the tone, the urgency, the impatience? Fans said it matched every confrontation we've watched between them on TV. And the craziest part? The voicemail wasn't the only leak. Minutes later, anonymous accounts began posting screenshots of alleged text messages between Tamar and a family member whose name was blurred out. In the messages, Tamar is venting about being drained financially. She types paragraphs about being exhausted, about feeling alone, about being expected to pay for everything like, "I'm the family ATM." And the blurred-out person responds with a chilling message that made the internet scream, "You know she's been doing this since we were kids." Suddenly, this wasn't about money anymore. This was about a pattern, a system, a cycle Tamar claims she has been trapped in since childhood. And social media was eating every detail with both hands. The Braxton fanbase split instantly. Some people defended Evelyn, saying she was a single mother who raised 6 children, and deserved to lean on them now. Others said Tamar had every right to set boundaries with a parent who allegedly leaned on her too hard for too long. But the darkest commentary came from fans who dug up old Braxton family values clips, scenes where Evelyn scolded Tamar, dismissed her feelings, or inserted herself into financial conversations she had no business being part of. One clip resurfaced showing Evelyn snapping at Tamar for refusing to fund a project. Another showed Evelyn insisting she deserved respect, while Tamar cried silently. And then there was the infamous therapy scene where Tamar tried to explain her feelings, only for Evelyn to shut her down with a death stare that could freeze lava. But the real twist came when a former Braxton Family Values producer anonymously posted on an online forum claiming that none of this was new. According to the producer, there were entire scenes of Tamar and Evelyn fighting about money that never aired, scenes too raw, too real, too explosive for TV. The producer added that there were episodes where Tamar refused to film until her mother apologized for financial manipulation. This anonymous insider even claimed that Evelyn threatened to walk off set unless production stepped in to fix Tamar's attitude. Suddenly, everything Tamar said sounded less like an accusation and more like a long-awaited reveal. But the internet wasn't done digging up receipts. Someone posted a screen recording of an Instagram Live from years ago where Tamar said, half-jokingly, "If one more family member calls me asking for money, I'm blocking everybody." At the time, fans thought she was being funny, but now that clip was being remixed, replayed, dissected. It had a new meaning, a darker meaning. Tamar wasn't joking, she was drowning. Even deeper still, old interviews resurfaced where Tamar mentioned feeling unappreciated and taken advantage of. Fans had always assumed she was talking about her sisters or ex-husbands. But now, the puzzle pieces snapped into place. Tamar had been talking about Evelyn the whole time and nobody caught it. That's when the first celebrity reactions dropped. A well-known reality TV star subtweeted, "Parents can be toxic too. Y'all just don't like to talk about it." Another posted, "Some mothers think their kids owe them their whole lives." And an R&B singer who once toured with the Braxtons posted a cryptic message that sent chills down everyone's spine. "I saw some things back then. Let's just say Tamar ain't crazy." But the loudest reaction came from a viral TikTok tarot reader who claimed she felt this coming for months. She went live, slamming her cards on the table and saying, "The mother's energy is overbearing, manipulative, controlling. Tamar's been breaking free." Thousands watched. Comments poured in. People begged for more tea. The saga became spiritual, emotional, psychological. Fans weren't just watching a celebrity feud anymore. They were watching generational trauma unfold in real time. Still, the biggest explosion came when a new secret recording surfaced. This one allegedly captured Evelyn talking to another family member. In it, Evelyn's voice is heard saying, "Tamar owes me. I sacrificed everything for those girls." The recording is muffled, scratchy, probably taken on a phone hidden under a table. But the line is unmistakable. "Tamar owes me." That one sentence upended everything. Fans argued that no child owes a parent their life savings. Others said Evelyn deserved support after raising 6 kids alone. But the more people talked, the more the tone shifted. The more the public replayed the leaked clips, the more Tamar's claims didn't sound outrageous, they sounded tragic. Tamar didn't stop there. She went live for less than 2 minutes, voice shaking, mascara smudged, eyes on fire. She said, "You can love your mother and still recognize when she's hurting you." She said she kept quiet for years to avoid embarrassing her family. She said she never wanted the world to see her mother in this light. But she also said she was done being silent, done being used, done being the Braxton Bank. The moment she ended the live, fans were left staring at their screens, stunned. The silence that followed felt like the calm before a storm no one could brace for. And just when everyone thought they'd heard everything, another leaked message surfaced. This one wasn't anonymous. It came from one of Tamar's own sisters. A message that said, "You finally said it, you finally told the truth. I just hope you're ready for what comes next." The internet erupted again. Because that sentence didn't sound supportive. It sounded like a warning about a storm that was about to hit, harder than anything the Braxton family has ever survived. The moment Tamar's sister sent that message, "I just hope you're ready for what comes next," the entire internet froze. Fans didn't know whether it was a threat, a warning, or a confession wrapped in fear. That one line cracked open a vault of speculation that spiraled so fast it felt like the Braxton family tree was collapsing in front of everyone's eyes. Tamar hadn't just exposed a financial manipulation. She had unleashed decades of buried resentment, sibling tension, and mother-daughter warfare that had been simmering below the polished TV smiles for years. But the real shock arrived when a second, longer recording leaked, this one allegedly capturing a voicemail conversation between Tamar and a close friend she trusted more than her own family. In this audio, Tamar can be heard sobbing raw, unfiltered, exhausted, saying, "Every time I try to save myself, she pulls me back in. Every time I rebuild, she asks for more. Every time I say no, she makes me feel like the worst daughter in the world." The friend on the call is heard whispering, "Tamar, that's not love. That's control." And as if the world wasn't already spiraling, an insider who claimed to be a former Braxton family assistant dropped a nuclear comment under the leaked audio, saying, "I saw the way Evelyn talked to Tamar behind closed doors. You wouldn't survive 5 minutes." Screenshotted, archived, spread like wildfire. Suddenly, thousands of fans began recounting their own experiences with manipulative parents, turning Tamar into an unexpected symbol of generational trauma survivors everywhere. The conversation shifted from celebrity gossip to a global therapy session. But the emotional outpouring only intensified the Braxton drama, because the more people empathized with Tamar, the more other family members began to feel attacked, and they weren't staying silent anymore. One of Tamar's cousins posted on Facebook, "People don't know half of what Evelyn sacrificed. Stop letting Tamar twist the narrative." Moments later, the post was deleted, but fans had already screen recorded it. Minutes after that, another family member posted a cryptic message about disrespectful children who forget who raised them. Again deleted, again saved, again viral. But here's where the story turned far darker. A fan account dropped a clip never aired showing a behind-the-scenes argument between Tamar and Evelyn during a break from filming Braxton Family Values. Evelyn can be heard saying, "You wouldn't be where you are without me," and Tamar fires back, "And you wouldn't still be eating without me." Producers rush in, trying to separate them. Tamar crying, Evelyn demanding the cameras remain off. But the footage did exist. Now it was public. At that moment, the narrative shifted. Fans saw something they had never seen before. Evelyn not as the calm, wise matriarch the show portrayed, but as a woman, furious, bitter, and demanding. Tamar looked small, overwhelmed, breaking. And then the unthinkable happened. A leaked financial document hit Twitter, an alleged screenshot showing Tamar making automatic monthly payments to an account labeled only as E. Braxton. No description, no context, just transaction after transaction after transaction. Some were small, some were enormous, all were recent. The fans went feral. People started doing math on the timeline. They compared the dates of the payments to years when Tamar was hospitalized, in court, in therapy, or in public scandals, and what they found made the internet lose its mind. The biggest payments lined up with Tamar's worst emotional moments. A theory spread like wildfire. While Tamar was struggling, someone was still taking from her. But the most terrifying twist came when a TikTok user claiming to be a former Braxton Family Values camera operator posted a story saying, "Tamar paid for everything, not just her mother. The show, the travel, sometimes even the sister trips were charged to her business card." This went viral in seconds. Then he added, "And she never complained, unless she tried to set boundaries. When she did, all hell broke loose." Meanwhile, Evelyn remained silent. Silent in a way that didn't feel calm. Silent in a way that felt strategic. Until she wasn't. Because suddenly, at 2:14 a.m., a new video popped up on Evelyn's official Instagram, only 3 minutes long, blurry, poorly lit, filmed in a kitchen. Evelyn looked tired but furious. She said, "I have never used my children for money. I am their mother. I am the reason they have the talent they have." She tapped the counter for emphasis. "Everything I did because God told me to raise them right." Tamar is confused. She is being influenced. She is not well. Fans exploded into two factions instantly. Some said Evelyn looked manipulative, guilt-tripping, emotionally aggressive. Others said she looked hurt, blindsided, and betrayed by Tamar's accusations. But then something fans didn't expect happened. Evelyn's video ended abruptly, cutting mid-sentence, almost like someone else stopped the recording. This single detail made the internet insane. Who turned off the camera? Why? What was she about to say? People slowed the footage down frame by frame, claiming they saw someone's hand reach toward Evelyn just before it cut. Comment sections filled with conspiracy theories, some wild, some believable, none confirmed. But the biggest explosion came not from Evelyn, but from Tamar Braxton. Towanda went live unexpectedly, clearly emotional, pacing back and forth in her living room. She didn't name names, but she said, "Some of us are trying to protect the family, and some of us are trying to burn it down. Some truths don't need to be said publicly. Some things are between a mother and her child, but Tamar doesn't know how to keep anything private." The comments section detonated. Fans begged her to stop. Others told her she was proving Tamar's point. Some demanded she reveal whether Evelyn really did expect financial support from Tamar. Towanda looked like she wanted to say more, but she stopped herself, shaking her head, wiping her eyes. Then she ended the live with a chilling sentence. "I hope everyone is ready for what happens when she tells the rest." And just when fans thought their hearts couldn't take more, a brand new voicemail leaked allegedly from Tamar's therapist. In it, the therapist says, "I know you love your mother, but love doesn't mean allowing yourself to be exploited." Fans replayed it until the clip practically burned itself into the internet. It was the final confirmation Tamar's supporters needed. But what came next was the twist nobody anticipated. A new message appeared on a secret gossip page known for celebrity leaks. It said, "Evelyn has receipts too, and she's about to release them." No name, no source, no context, just that one line. The internet caught fire instantly. Receipts of what? Finances? Threats? Private conversations? Family secrets? The comments section filled with predictions. Panic, anticipation, fear. Because now it was clear. If Tamar had opened the vault, Evelyn was about to unleash a hurricane. The entire internet was counting down the minutes, the seconds, the breaths before Evelyn Braxton dropped whatever receipts she allegedly had. People weren't sleeping. Fan pages were refreshing nonstop. T-channels were scheduling emergency live streams. Even celebrities were tweeting cryptic warnings like, "When the mama fights back, that's when the real mess starts." The Braxton family tree had become a ticking time bomb, and Tamar was sitting directly on top of it. But the bomb didn't detonate the way people expected. It detonated sideways. Because instead of Evelyn posting her own receipts, a completely different leak surfaced first. One that turned the entire narrative upside down in a split second. It came from a burner account, posted at 4:17 a.m. With no caption, no hashtags, no watermarks, just a single video clip. The clip was of Tamar. Not angry, not crying, not performing, but sitting alone in a car at night, talking to herself, her face broken in a way no reality show, no Instagram live, no edited scene had ever shown. She whispered, "She said if I didn't help her, she wouldn't talk to me anymore." Her voice cracked. "My own mama. My own mama." Then she covered her mouth, like she realized she had said too much. The clip ended. The world crashed. Millions of people saw it before the account vanished. Some said Tamar posted it and deleted it at the last second. Others claimed someone from her inner circle leaked it behind her back. The video felt too raw, too personal, too unpolished to be a stunt. And the saddest part? It matched everything Tamar had been hinting at for years. The emotional manipulation, the guilt, the mother-daughter power dynamic that felt more like a hostage situation than a relationship. But as fans cried, raged, defended Tamar, and demanded accountability, another leak surfaced. This one wasn't emotional. This one was ice cold. A scanned document, an alleged bank statement showing a massive deposit made into Evelyn's account. The sender's information was blurred, But the date wasn't. It happened during a period when Tamar wasn't working, when she was hospitalized, when she was publicly begging for peace and privacy. Fans lost their minds. Blogs exploded. Comment sections turned into digital riots. People accused Evelyn of draining Tamar's emotional and financial health simultaneously. But then things got even darker. A woman claiming to be a former Braxton family neighbor posted a long message saying she once saw Tamar and Evelyn arguing in the driveway at 2 a.m. She said, Tamar yelling, "I can't do this anymore," while Evelyn allegedly screamed back, "You owe me everything you have." The neighbor said Evelyn stormed off, leaving Tamar sobbing in the street. It sounded unbelievable, until two more neighbors replied, confirming it. It wasn't gossip anymore. It was pattern. And then came the celebrity reactions again, this time louder, sharper, more intense. A famous actress posted, "Some mothers use love as a leash," and fans immediately assumed she was siding with Tamar. A gospel singer tweeted, "Honor thy mother does not mean let her destroy you," and the post went viral worldwide. Even Tamar Braxton posted a cryptic message on her Instagram story, "Family will drain you dry if you let them." She deleted it minutes later, but screenshots spread like wildfire. People started saying Tony was finally picking Tamar's side. Towanda went silent. Trina unfollowed Tamar. The family unity shattered in real time. But while the fans were choosing sides, Tamar did something unexpected. She vanished. No tweets. No stories. No interviews. No lives. For the first time in her entire career, Tamar Braxton went completely silent. People said she was recharging. Others said she was hiding. A few said she was preparing to unleash a storm nobody saw coming. But the truth was worse. Because while Tamar was gone, someone else stepped forward. A close family friend posted a video saying, "Y'all don't know the half of it, and what happened next felt like the earth cracked open." He said Evelyn had a habit of emotionally taxing Tamar. He said Tamar was always the financial fallback when things went wrong. He said Tamar was expected to fix everything: bills, emergencies, emotional crises, family drama. And when she couldn't, Evelyn would allegedly punish her with silence, guilt trips, or full-blown arguments that left Tamar in pieces. He ended the video with a sentence that shook the internet. Tamar wasn't lying. She's been protecting all of them for decades. But the true breaking point came when Evelyn finally responded. Not with a video, not with a statement, but with a full-length sit-down interview on a major daytime network. They teased it all morning. Evelyn Braxton speaks out. People tuned in from all over the world. The interview looked polished, dramatic, almost too perfectly lit. Evelyn sat with her hands folded, her eyes sad, giving the performance of a seasoned matriarch fighting for her legacy. She said, "I have never used Tamar a day in my life. I am her mother. I love her. I would die for her." But then she added, "I think Tamar is confused. She is being influenced by people who want to tear this family apart." The internet screamed. She wasn't taking accountability. She was deflecting. But the worst moment, the moment fans stopped breathing, came when Evelyn looked directly into the camera and said, "Tamar is unstable. She doesn't understand the consequences of what she's saying. She needs help." People were furious. They said Evelyn was trying to discredit Tamar's mental health. They said she was weaponizing Tamar's vulnerability. They said she was gaslighting her daughter on national television. And then the interviewer asked the question everyone wanted to know. "Did Tamar ever financially support you?" Evelyn swallowed hard. She said, "A daughter helping her mother is not unusual, but she exaggerates." The audience murmured. But the internet exploded. People said Evelyn sounded guilty. People said she knew more than she was admitting. People said the interview made everything worse. But the moment that turned everything upside down came minutes after the interview aired. Tamar posted something. Not a rant. Not a cry. Not an explanation. A single screenshot. A text from Evelyn. It read, "You will fix this. I raised you. Don't you forget it." The world erupted. Fans said it proved everything Tamar claimed. Others said it was taken out of context. Family members stayed silent. But then a new message surfaced, this one allegedly from Tony. If she posts the rest, it said, the family will never recover. The internet begged Tamar to post the rest. Then a final leak surfaced, an audio clip, Evelyn's voice saying angrily, "You don't get to walk away from me, Tamar. I own you. You hear me? I own you." No one could breathe. Was it real? Was it fake? Was it edited? Was it a deepfake? Fans argued, screamed, threatened lawsuits, demanded answers. The Braxton family tree burned. And Tamar? She broke her silence. She tweeted, "If y'all think that was bad, wait until you hear what she said next." No one knew whether to be excited or terrified, but everyone knew one thing. Whatever Tamar was about to reveal would end the Braxton family as we know it. If you are still here after everything we just uncovered, after the leaked voicemails, the bank statements, the deleted lives, the burner accounts, the neighbors' confessions, the celebrity reactions, the therapy tapes, the family infighting, and the audio of Evelyn allegedly saying the words, "No child should ever hear from their mother," then you already know this isn't just gossip anymore. This is a historic unraveling of one of the most iconic celebrity families ever. And the truth Tamar hinted she's ready to release next? That might be the final thread holding the entire Braxton legacy together. So, before the next leak hits, before Evelyn fires back, before Tony drops her own message, before Tamar posts the rest, before the family fractures so deeply that even reality TV can't script a reunion, you need to lock yourself in right now. Because when Tamar breaks the silence again, and she will, it's going to be bigger, louder, and more brutal than anything we've seen so far. Hit that like button. Smash the subscribe button. Turn on every notification you have, because the moment the next piece drops, you do not want to be the last person to see it. And tell me in the comments whose side you believe. What you think Evelyn is hiding. And whether you're ready for the truth Tamar has been holding back for years. Don't blink. Don't miss it. The next update could shatter everything, and you're going to want a front row seat when it happens.